Welcome to this video on how to configure activities, part 2. We'll continue configuring activities in the BIZUIT designer workflow, based on the process we defined in BPMN. In this example, we're working with a system type activity that must notify the client by email. Let's go through the steps to set it up. When automatically generated from our BPMN design, BIZUIT recognizes that this is a service type activity. But which service should it invoke? There are several options: web service, REST API, database connection, and more. By default, BIZUIT creates a web service activity for service tasks defined in BPMN. However, in this case, we don't want to call a web service. So we'll disable that one and instead use a specific activity to send an email. We'll name it Inform Resolution via email. Double-click the activity to open the configuration screen, where we'll define the required parameters. For the sender, we'll specify labasser@tycon.com.ar. As the recipient, we can use any valid email. In this example, I'll use my personal one. Alternatively, we could retrieve the email of the user who submitted the request automatically. The subject will be, "Your support request has been answered." Now we need to configure the SMTP settings to send the email. We'll specify the correct port. Since authentication is required, we'll use the same user credentials used for the sender address. Then, we'll input the corresponding password. For the message body, we have several options, including sending formatted HTML. But in this case, we'll use plain text: "Your request has been resolved." Once everything is set, click Next, then Finish, and save the process. And that's how we configure an email sending activity in BIZUIT.